What's going on, YouTube? I'm Austin Altman,
I'm Nick Ball,
and together we are.
the Dropout All Stars.
I wasn't bad.
That was good. We're
I think
getting
that was
better.
pretty good camera work.
We're getting, on point a little bit.
What's going on, everyone? This is episode 6,
6. Wow.
and we're pumped. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it. We are jacked up because tomorrow is that day we take the step from apprentice into junior master.
Right. We're going into our first day of really business operations, I would say.
Exactly, running the day-to-day of a business. So we're going to be running an e-commerce site. Tomorrow, I'll be calling manufacturers and trying to set up as many drop shipping relationships as possible. For those of you that aren't familiar, drop shipping is when a company does everything blind past the order, right? So someone will order on our website, and we'll send the order to the manufacturer or to the wholesaler, who will then put our information in the box and then ship it to the customer on our behalf. It costs a little more. The prices aren't as cut as wholesale prices, but the value is obviously the fulfillment is done by the fulfillment is outsourced.
Mm-hmm.
And what will you be doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I'm basically setting up our ad campaigns, our first ad campaign. So we're starting with some drop shipping some products. Just little bracelets and necklaces to start, get some revenue going. So yeah, I've been learning Facebook advertising, and tomorrow will be our first. We're gonna strategize our ads, and then Thursday morning we're gonna go live with them.
Right on, and we'll have the ads completely set up, ready to go live.
Right.
As page posts, right? Is that how we're gonna do it, or some of the dark ads?
Well, definitely on our video ads, we're going page posts. We want to get that's, I guess, social proof.
And that engagement, right? Yeah, and that is social proof. For those that aren't familiar, I'll try to always make sure we're not using words that we're just so used to because we're living this every day. But social proof is just to say, does an Instagram post have a lot of likes? Does a Facebook post have a lot of shares, right? So stuff like that. YouTube videos with views, right? So you're more likely maybe to watch a video that's got 6 figures or 7 figures than 6 figures, right?
Right.
Something like that.
So really, the point of those video ads are to get, build our brand a little bit, show people what we're all about, and just establish customers that really jive with our message. Not even so much our products, even though our products are awesome.
Well, the products will be in line with the message.
Right.
So that's spot on, that we really want to build this brand. And this message that's bigger than, hey, we're trying to sell you something free plus shipping, right? Because the cheesy marketers are coming out every day.
Right.
And so what we got to do is step it up and take it to a different level. And that's exactly what we're going to do with these engagement ads while simultaneously running product ads and conversion ads, right?
Right, of course.
Of course.
Let's talk a little bit about our brand, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
I think we should share what we're about,
And that's sustainability. So we're going to be getting into the world of clothing and organic clothing and hemp clothing and alternative methods of producing the clothing that is sustainable, because we've become well aware, and I think probably a lot of our viewers are well aware of the environmental impacts of overproduction of products, right? And
Definitely.
we're trying to not talk about the revolution, but be the revolution, and that really is.
That means we gotta switch over to sustainable everything.
Right.
We feel like this is kind of a good break the door, get inside.
Because we found that the sustainable clothing market seems tappable.
Right.
It seems like there's room. It seems like it's going to be something that's emerging in the near future as more yogis emerge. That I think it's easy to say that there will be more, not just yogis, but also environmental yogis. And that's something that we are. I don't think yogis in the classical term.
Right. No, I mean, part of our brand is also expand.
So we'll expand what yoga means, but we'll also expand the audience group that feels like yoga's for them. And maybe they're one and the same.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I say that is I think there's a lot of guys like ourselves, and I think there's a lot of guys that could resonate with 2 state champion football players that turn to the yogic kind of path. So I think that's the really cool perspective and the way that we can grow the market.
Right. Because it is awesome, man. I mean, it's great. Just connecting to your mind, body, spirit. I think.
I agree so much because I think that connection of just getting into your body through the stretching and the physical practice can lead you in so many directions.
Right, because you can really just calm yourself down. But what I find for me personally is I don't like doing a super intensive, a lot of sun salutations, like physical workout as my yoga practice. If I'm going to do a workout, I want to go do some weights or something. You know what I mean?
I think yoga's about knowing yourself, right? And living out whatever your truth is. I don't think yoga's about how many downward dogs you can do in a row. And I think that's something where that we've been misled. I think we've been misled by a flexible girl with her foot behind her head on a yoga journal cover. And I don't think we've been exposed to the fact that yoga really means, hey, connect to your body, connect to your mind, connect your spirit. I mean, that's such a cliche way to say it at this point.
Open yourself up,
There's just the implications of doing this are, amazing.
Definitely.
So what else? That's our brand. Sustainable clothing, starting off in the yoga world. We talked about drop shipping and setting up those relationships. We talked about the different types of ads we'll be running. And I think the biggest thing for us to go into now is action.
Yeah.
Because this is what happened to us this semester. We started off with Ty Lopez. Ty Lopez led us to Instagram domination with Nathan Chan, which led us to
Wealthy Affiliate, I think.
Wealthy Affiliate, which led us to
Zero
to Launch, which led us to Mark Lack, which led us to
Social Ad Classroom,
Dan DeSilva, which led us to Justin Senior, which led us to Joel Com. And the reason I tell you this is just to say we've been taking in so much knowledge. And I don't regret it. I don't want you to think like, Austin and Nick followed this path and they wasted a bunch of money taking online courses. I learned more this semester than I learned any college or high school class I've ever taken.
And now it's so applicable. We didn't know how all these courses were going to come together, but now that we have our actual business, going forward, we're going to start tapping into the, blogging for marketing, the different courses that we've taken, live streaming, who knows how that'll play in.
You can take a little piece out of all of these courses and pull them together, but the point that I wanted to bring up for sure was there's a time to study courses, and there's a time to take action.
I feel that.
And tomorrow, we're going to be taking action. And I think that's really valuable to let you all know that there's a difference between the two. You're not taking action, in my opinion now. You're not taking action if you are taking courses. I think that's building up skills and knowledge, but I don't think it's taking action.
I agree with that.
And I think that's...
And there's a point. I think there's a critical point that we're definitely at now, where you can't... At some point, you just have to jump in and do it.
Right, and theory's nice, but, you've got to get some real-life examples and some work.
Right.
Totally.
So, yeah, man.
And I think that's just the overarching theme of what we're talking about tonight is take that action and realize the difference between gathering knowledge and taking action.
Yep.
Calling manufacturers and calling wholesalers, pulling ad videos and setting up an ad account and putting out ads is action.
Right.
Going through the social ad classroom and trying to make sure you know your scaling rules is theory and learning. And there's a place for that, but don't get them twisted. And I think that's where we've been.
Right.
A little bit. And that's just us. That's just me being completely straight up. I feel like that's where we've been.
Just trying to keep theorizing.
The theory's so much more fun, a little bit. It's not more fun. It's less scary, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the psychology. I think it really is. Putting yourself out there and standing behind a brand and a product is legit. It is hard. It is a little bit scary.
Mm-hmm.
Learning from someone that's talking about here's how I made millions and you can do it too is much easier. So, that's the point. The point is to just say that there's a really exciting spot for us tomorrow to step up and to create our future one day at a time.
Right.
And it's
Totally
time.
agree, man.
It's
Let's
time,
freaking
brother.
get it, dude.
Yeah. So, the main point today is take action. And we said that yesterday, but it's a different type of action. It's an outward action. It's going and doing things because you never know what you're going to bump into when you go outside.
I feel that.
Right? And I think that sometimes you get caught up in your own head and you get caught up in this bubble and
Should I do it? Yeah.
you don't go out.
You start overthinking it.
You don't get some fresh air. You don't meet different people and just talk and just live it
Just
out.
be out there, man.
Totally.
Really.
Totally. So, appreciate you if you've stayed this long, and I'm sure this will be retroactively viewed once, the magazine's articles start coming out about us and whatnot. But for now, and even if it is, you've got through us, through the magazines or whatever, thank you for watching.
Yeah, we've been listening to a lot of Kanye West, so we're kind of...
We have. Hey, I'm Austin Altman.
Nick Ball,
Together we are the Dropout All-Stars.
signing off.
Peace.